guys, it is Elisa here, or the Diamond Stitcher as I go by on YouTube and Instagram. Hello, good morning or good afternoon, whatever time of day it is for you. I hope you're having a wonderful one. If you're new to my channel, first off, welcome. I'm happy you found me. I hope you would consider subscribing and stick around for all things diamond painting. And if you are returning, thank you so much for your continued support. It is Friday, and that means we have another Diamond Art Club new release roundup. We have 10 images to go through today, and all of these images will be releasing tomorrow, Saturday, October 5th. Little disclaimer for those wondering, I did have a major surgery just a week ago, and I am actually doing really well. I'll have an updated vlog this Monday for you guys, but for those that aren't part of my channel memberships, I just wanted to give you a quick update. All is good. Things are better than I expected, and I can't wait to update you guys. Without further ado, let's get into the new release roundup. For those that are new to the new release roundup, what I do is I head over to Diamond Art Club's business page on Facebook, and you can find that by searching in the top left corner, Diamond Art Club, and look for this little diamond emblem. And right now, the cover photo is this beautiful cat image that was released a week or two ago. On this business page, they give us previews during the week for new releases that are coming out. So it is a great resource. All you have to do is click this liked button here. Yours will say liked if you aren't following them already. Click that, and then you'll be following the page. Personally, I usually don't get their previews in my newsfeed. Honestly, I don't check my newsfeed often, but theoretically, if you like it, you should. But I just come to the Diamond Art Club page. I just search it every time and come and look and see what is coming out. Let's scroll down to the first release here, and let's remind ourselves what happened. That is right. Diamond Art Club released a Halloween mystery box. They sold out, I think, in under 6 hours, if I'm not mistaken. They were quite popular this time. For those that have no idea what that is, it's when Diamond Art Club puts together usually 4 to 5 diamond paintings in a box for one single price that's usually discounted compared to if you bought them all individually. And for this one, they had 2 never before seen Halloween kits, and they had a total of 5 new images. Those images, as of now, are only available through the mystery box. So if you didn't get them in the mystery box, then you would need to search destashing sites for them. And then they also included 2 surprise overstock kits. So those are all sold out. Let me know if you did purchase a mystery box and if you got it yet, what you think of it. I know personally there is one image in that mystery box called Pumpkin by Area Illustration that I would love to find on a destash site. So if you have the box and you don't want that painting, let me know. They also did another special release. This one was, Wednesday. They had some of these Harry Potter, oh my god, I was going to say Halloween, Harry Potter cards, 3D cards that you can purchase. I think there's 4 of them. So those are available on the website. And then they kicked off the Saturday releases with this image here. So this one says, explore the mysteries of the cosmos with this ethereal being, crafting stars with a touch of magic. Her celestial glow will guide you through the swirling phosphorescent universe. It's titled Cosmic Architect by Tomorrow's Problem, available in a 22 by 31 inch or 55.8 by 78.7 centimeters. That's a great size. It is going to have square diamonds with 47 colors, including 1 AB and 3 fairy dust colors. Here is that original artwork there. Absolutely beautiful. When we go over to the rendering there, we can see what it will look like with diamonds down. Now, as far as that AB goes, I'm torn between the white or the blue. Now, all of this light blue around her body here, up in her hand, around her hair, that could have an AB in it, but then there's a lot of these white stars, and typically the white stars do have an AB, so it could be a white AB. If it's not a white AB, then I would venture to say some of the blue might be. 3 fairy dust. Definitely, whichever is not the AB will be a fairy dust diamond, because especially I do tend to think the white will be the AB and the blue will be the fairy dust, because I think that would look really pretty. They could also put some white ABs in her hair here. It looks like there's some blue as well. Maybe some purple fairy dust. There's lots of hints of purple in this kit. And then the pink hair too. I wonder if we would see some fairy dust in there. Her eyes glowing as well would look beautiful, whether it's an AB or a fairy dust. I love that her body is the galaxy. I think that looks really cool. I'm actually surprised it's not in rounds. I feel like this image could have got away with rounds, but maybe it's all the fine detail of the galaxy and the stars in her that made them choose square. Next up, we have this image here. This one says, meet a dapper old gent in a top hat and monocle with a decidedly intimidating presence. iridescence. An exquisite gold timepiece tells the time, but only he seems to know why. So this is titled Why, When, and Who by the art of Bob Doucette. Sorry if I mispronounced the last name there. It is going to measure 25.6 by 32.7 inches or 65 by 82.9 centimeters, so it's a bit on the larger side. It is going to have square diamonds with 53 colors, including 2 ABs and 4 fairy dust. Here is that original artwork there. I don't know, when I first saw this image, to me, I just thought of Alice in Wonderland. I have no idea. I don't even know if there's an owl in Alice in Wonderland. There's the caterpillar, but I don't know. Something about this made me think of that movie. Let me know if it's supposed to reference another show that I'm not thinking of at the time. But yeah, let me just double check. I said 2 ABs and 4 fairy dust, right? Yeah. Now the AB in this one is actually stumping me because the overall hue is quite, gray, and those are the colors that are popping out at me the most. I mean, I do wonder if we would see an AB in these flowers at the top and around the bottom. They do seem to be glowing quite bright, depending on what shade they choose. I mean, they could put some in the lighter areas of this little bird down here. Even the owl has some gold highlights in him, and then the butterflies are gold as well. So it just depends what shade that they choose to do in the AB. The second AB, I am stumped, honestly. I don't know, maybe in her purple bow, but I'm honestly stumped. The fairy dust, they're going to be sprinkled throughout. We're going to see a few different colors. There's 4 of them. I would venture more that her bow would have fairy dust in it. I think it's a little more subtle. I do wonder if the gray in the owl's feathers we will see fairy dust. That's a common color and place to see them. The similar colors might be in the clock. Again, this one, I'm not too certain, because when I think of special diamonds, I think of bright areas, and I'm not seeing too many bright areas. So this one, I think it will be sprinkled throughout. It will look cohesive and it will sparkle nicely. Next up, we have this beautiful artwork here. This is one of my favorite artists. This one says, listen to the enchanting melody of a mermaid playing her harp in a cave adorned with glistening crystals. Let the mystical harmony and serene beauty of this underwater sanctuary captivate your soul. It's titled Mermaid's Hideout by Rita Kanya, or Area Illustration. It's going to measure 27.6 by 39.8, which translates to 69.9 by 100.8 centimeters. It's going to be a big one. Also going to have square diamonds, which I figured with all of the detail. 64 colors, including 1 AB, 2 iridescent, now reminder those are Diamond Art Club's crystals, and 3 fairy dust. So 1 AB, 2 crystals, 3 fairy dust. Here is that original artwork. They're absolutely beautiful. I love this artist's art. All of the art, I just think her style is so beautiful. Here is a rendering translated beautifully into a diamond painting. Barely any difference really when we flipped back and forth there. The AB, I do wonder if it would be in a white. There's lots of white highlights coming through the rays in the sky there. And then often in the water where you see the white kind of foam, there will be ABs. It looks like there's some white in her tail and her body as well, or her fin, I should say, her bottom half. Maybe they could put some in there. And then there's these little stars sprinkled throughout that probably have a white AB as well. 2 crystals, 2 iridescents. I do think that they would probably be in the crystals in this painting. Now there's a few different shades of pink in them. There is blue and there is white. So I'm certain there will probably be some shade of pink. And then I do wonder if they would do 2 shades of pink, or would they maybe do a blue or the white as a part of the crystal. I would venture to say blue, because I think the pops of blue would look good with an iridescent diamond along with the pink. But we shall see once it does come out. Now, there's also 3 fairy dust. I think those will be sprinkled in kind of everywhere. Her hair would look beautiful with some light pink fairy dust. And then that same pink looks like it's in the tips of her tail as well. Some of that light blue in her fin as well would look really pretty. There's lots of that blue color in her bodice too that I think would look good with the fairy dust. And they could even use that same fairy dust in the water to make it glisten a little bit. So we've got a pink, a blue, maybe a white fairy dust. I mean, they might not have the AB everywhere. Maybe it's more subtle and a nicer look to have white fairy dust in her kind of fin and her lower body there. Gorgeous artwork nonetheless. It's a bit on the big size for what I buy these days. I try to stay to like a 55 by 75. It's just what I can manage right now, so it's a bit big on my end. I did think of getting it and cropping the bottom part off, like the last couple inches, and that's for no reason. I love the artwork. It's just the size and what I can manage at this time, so I could possibly do that. I think it would work. I would crop it just under the rocks here. It would only take off a couple of inches though, right? So I don't know if it would be worth it. Plus, these big crystals down here are quite a big feature. They kind of look 3D as well, but that's just my thoughts. Gorgeous image. I do think this one is going to be popular this week. I think it will sell pretty quick. Next up, we have this image here. It says, embrace your inner fox spirit and let the magic of mystery guide you through the shadows. Feel the power of transformation in every whisper of the wind. It's titled Kitsune by Tomorrow's Problem. Measuring 22 by 28 inch or 55.6 by 70.7 centimeters. That's a great size. It's also going to have round diamonds. That's nice to see. 36 colors, including 2 ABs and 2 fairy dust. Here is that original artwork. They're absolutely beautiful. I like the pops of red, how it just literally glows off of the page. When we go to the rendering there, beautiful job there. As far as the specials, I do wonder if we would have a red and white AB. I think, especially in this glowing circle around her, that would be a good place for the AB to go. And then I do think we'd see a red and a white fairy dust, so you'd see both, and they would be sprinkled in together because they both give a little bit of a different shine and a different depth and dimension. I think the fox tattoo on her shoulder would look really good outlined in fairy dust. Gorgeous painting. I think it'll work up fairly quickly. It looks like it's going to have a lot of line blocking in it, meaning you can use your multi-placer and whip through it pretty quickly. Just the way the hair is charted, it seems like it would be a lot of line blocking, and then you have little areas of color blocking in different shades going around the outside. Not huge, like open areas of the same color, but you still can whip through it with your multi-placer, so that's a great diamond painting. Next up, we have this large image here. This is basically 2 diamond paintings in one. This one says, marvel at the beauty both above and below the waterline. As the sun sets over a magnificent sailing ship, its light streams down into the ocean depths, where vibrant marine life guards the treasure. It's titled Pirate's Lighthouse by artist Jeff Wilkie. Available in a 27.6 by 41.3 inch or 69.9 centimeters by 104.8 centimeters. It's going to have square diamonds with 66 colors, including 1 AB and 4 fairy dust. Let's look at that original artwork. As I said, it's basically 2 diamond paintings in one. You literally could split this in half and have 2 different diamond paintings. So you're getting a 2-for-1 deal here. Gorgeous image. When we look at the rendering, they did a great job. If we go back and forth, that's a great job. I do like how when you do turn it into a diamond painting, it's almost a little bit brighter in certain areas, like the rays of the sun in the sky, and then the rays going down into the water. It just looks a little bit brighter. It really makes the image come to life, I think. As far as that AB, I do wonder what color it would be in. We do have... we don't have a lot of white. We do have some white in the sky. I doubt there would be AB in the lighthouse. There's not much white underwater. I do wonder if we'd see that AB in the setting sun here. Just the way the yellow is, it just does look like it's glowing, kind of like on fire, right? So I do wonder, the same kind of yellow they might be able to use in highlights in the different ocean life down in the bottom of the picture. And then the fairy dust, I think they're going to be sprinkled in all sorts of different colors. There's these purple accents would look cool with some fairy dust, lots of yellow. So if the AB is not a yellow and it's not sprinkled in here, I would venture we would see some fairy dust sprinkled in these yellow fish. Sometimes in sea life, like the dolphins, where they have the kind of ripples of the water going over their skin, I've seen them put fairy dust there to make that glisten a little bit, and then in the bottom too, perhaps. I think it's just going to be sprinkled in a few different colors, maybe some green as well. There's some green in the turtles, but then some green that you can't really see kind of in the bottom corners as well. That might be as well. Gorgeous diamond painting. That's definitely going to be a big project. Next up, we have this beautiful painting by Dakota Dettweiler. It says, soar into the misty valley of a forest paradise where eagles glide and rainbows glisten. Feel your spirits lift as your heart fills with wonder at the serene beauty of this majestic landscape. It's titled Silver Lining by Paintings by Dakota Dettweiler. It's going to measure 27.6 inches by 34.6 or 69.9 by 87.9 centimeters. It's going to have square diamonds with 49 colors, including 2 ABs and 3 fairy dust. Here is that original artwork there. Absolutely beautiful. Lots of pops of pink. We've got that beautiful eagle soaring in the background there, and then the rainbow up in the sky. There is that rendering. Definitely, you can see the pops of color in the rendering. Now, this kind of diamond painting, it has, like I say, when I think of special diamonds, I think of very bright areas. I don't see a lot of bright areas in this painting, but I do think we would see some possible ABs in the pink flowers. An AB and a pink fairy dust, I think, would be probably mixed in there. There's a couple different shades of pink, I think. I do wonder if they would put some fairy dust in the rainbow. I think ABs might be too bold, but I think it would look okay. Either one they choose, but just the way that it looks, it's not like a bold red, a bold yellow, it's more subtle. Makes me think maybe a fairy dust would look nice up in the rainbow there. And then there's lots of green colors. Usually the lighter areas of leaves, they tend to put a fairy dust color just to highlight that a little bit. I don't know if we would see any specials in that eagle. He's kind of tiny way out there. So I don't know if we would see any specials there. Then all of this gray, I doubt we would see any. I mean, they could sprinkle in gray fairy dust, but I don't think so. I don't know if that would look good because that's supposed to be the background. It's supposed to be dark, and then you can kind of, if you look at the image long enough, it kind of pops out as 3D, and the trees and the cliffs here with the flowers pop out in front of you. I think this painting is going to be popular. Dakota's paintings usually are. Now, the remaining images I am going to pull up in my slides here. Let me try and remember which order they came in. I believe this one is first. So this is titled Mandela Vibes by Brandy Young or Briz Bazaar. It's going to measure 25.6 by 32.7 inches or 65 by 82.9 centimeters. It's going to be in square diamonds with 58 colors, 1 AB, 5 fairy dust, and a total diamond count of 86,913. I have the rendering here to share with you guys this time. Thank you to Diamond Art Club for providing all of these details. That way I can provide accurate information to our viewers here. So thank you for that. Here we have the beautiful image. The AB, which color would the AB be in? Now, honestly, I'm not quite certain because I think the 5 fairy dust are going to be all of these beautiful colors in the quarters here. And then, of course, the same colors in the mandalas as well. I can kind of count 5. I count more than 5 colors actually in here. So, yeah, I'm not certain what the AB would be. I don't know if all of the gray would be. Do they have a gray AB? I can't remember. I know they have 141, but I don't know if they have a gray. I do know they have a gray fairy dust, so maybe one of the fairy dust colors would be the silvery gray in all of the mandala here. I think that would look really pretty. But then the AB, I'm not quite certain which color it would be. I mean, for my eyes, the green and the yellow is popping out the most, so maybe we would see it there. I honestly haven't painted too many of this artist's artwork, just because I tend to avoid confetti like this. That's the only reason. Her art is absolutely beautiful. This image is actually really nice. I do like mandalas, so I would consider picking up this artwork. I'm probably going to add it on my wish list this time though, but I think it's going to be an absolutely fun diamond painting to work on, and I think all of the specials regardless are going to be sprinkled throughout, and this painting is really going to sparkle. Next up, I think, is this one. I could be wrong, but here we go anyways. This one is titled Preparing for Flight by Molly Harrison. It measures 27.6 by 37.8 inches or 69.9. That's a very popular size this week. Or by 95.8 centimeters. So this is a large diamond painting. It's going to have square diamonds as well. Going to have 57 colors with 4 fairy dusts. The total diamond count is there, 108,185. Where would those special diamonds be? I think, again, they're going to be sprinkled throughout. We've got some gorgeous pastel colors. The colors of the dragon are absolutely beautiful. We've got blues, greens, yellows, pinks, even some purples in there. So any of those colors could be the fairy dust. I think it would look absolutely gorgeous. They could even, I mean, if they chose some of the pinks, you can see some of the pinks and purples here too. They could put some of it there as well just to make it a little bit more shiny. Beautiful piece of artwork. That dragon is just so, so beautiful. Molly Harrison's artwork does tend to be very popular too, so if this is something that interests you, I would keep an eye on it and possibly purchase it at release. Next up, we have Country Gate by artist Chuck Pinson. I feel like it's been a while since we've had a landscape like this, so that's nice to see. It's going to be 36.6 by 27.6 inch or 92.8 by 69.9 centimeters. Going to be square diamonds, 61 colors, 1 AB, 3 fairy dust, total diamond count 104,813. Now, I don't diamond paint landscapes like this often. I have in the past, but not often. So where that AB is, I'm not quite certain. Again, I look for bright areas. I don't see bright areas. I see like a subdued hue over it. I mean, the clouds, maybe in the clouds? I really don't know, you guys. Let me know if you paint Chuck Pinson's where this AB would be. Let me know your guesses in the comments down below. And then the fairy dust, I do wonder if we'd see some purple. This tree is very beautiful. Then they've got some blues down here. That would be very beautiful. And then this bush here has some reds and kind of peach colors. That would be beautiful if they did put some fairy dust in there. Such a wholesome image. Kind of transports me right back into being there in the picture, you know. Beautiful artwork. I wish I had patience for landscapes. It's just not something that I thoroughly enjoy. Probably also because they are so large and usually full of confetti, but I absolutely love seeing them worked on and seeing them finished for sure. And finally, to top it all off, we have another Margaret Morales, and this one is going in my shopping cart. I am purchasing this one for sure. This one is titled Song of Artemis by Margaret Morales. It's going to be a 22 by 28 inch, which translates to 55.6 by 70.7 centimeters. I'm actually shocked at the size. I expected it to be bigger. I'm also so happy it's in round diamonds. I'm in my round diamond kick right now, and I'm really enjoying Diamond Art Club's round diamonds. If you haven't tried them in a while, I highly recommend you do. They fit together nicely. They're absolutely beautiful. My last one, I didn't even have a trash bowl. That's how awesome the diamonds were, and that's my true review of it. It just really was a joy to work on. So I'm so happy to see the size and the type of diamonds in this image. It's going to be 68 colors. And then it has a lot of special diamonds. So we are going to have 2 ABs, 1 electro diamond, 2 iridescent diamonds, which are crystals, and then 3 fairy dust. The total diamond count is 51,914. As far as that electro, I do think we would see that one in the gold accent. So up on her head, I don't think it's a crown. I think I'm not quite sure. It looks like kind of wings in the back of her head here. But all of these gold accents, I think we would see some electro around her neck, her necklace. Also, I wonder if we would see electro. Then on the left side of the image, there's some gold accents here. I do wonder as well. Now, the harp looks like it has the similar gold accents, but I don't know if we would see electro in there or if that would be too much. I'm torn on that. I mean, it looks like the similar colors, but I think it would be too much to have it in there. But you never know. If it's charted right, it's going to look good regardless, right? And then the 2 iridescent, the crystals is actually stumping me. Now, they've used this crystals before in Chroma by Margaret Morales, and they used it in kind of part of the floral imagery in there, and it absolutely turned out gorgeous. So for this one, I am curious where they are going to put it. I'm honestly not too sure. I'm trying to look and see. I honestly don't know, you guys. They do have these kind of like round circles. I'm going to call them bubbles in the background. I do wonder, I mean, they could put them there. That would be kind of fun. But I wonder if we would see some in the butterflies. I mean, to me, they're not looking like that would be likely, but I honestly don't know where else they would put them. She does have this kind of bright blue, and it's got stars on it too, right here in the middle of her bodice there. I do wonder, maybe iridescence in there would look cool. And then some of the similar colors are up here. So maybe there, that one is stumping me. I can't wait to see where they go. The ABs, there's not, I mean, there is a lot of white in this diamond painting, but it's not the kind of white I would think of ABs. But I don't know. I don't know where, honestly, I think fairy dust would look really good in this painting. If I was to bling it up, I don't think I would add extra ABs because I honestly am not sure where they would go. I mean, I guess we would have some white. I do see some stars kind of throughout a little bit. Maybe there. Maybe a blue AB. I'm not certain which shades. Probably actually up in here, this blue and this green look very bright. So maybe that's where it is. And then if this is not iridescent, maybe some blue AB in there as well. And then the fairy dust, I think we'll see a few different shades. There's lots of kind of pinky purple in her hair. I do wonder if they'd put a fairy dust in there just to make those areas shimmer a little bit. Some of the blue would look really beautiful. And yeah, regardless, this diamond painting is going to be blinged up. It's going to sparkle like crazy. It's going to be beautiful. I'm so excited at the size and the round diamonds. I am one happy girl this week. This is definitely coming home with me. And I do think it's going to be popular. So if it's something you like also, I would be prepared at drop time to just pick it up and not worry about adding it to your wish list if you can buy it this week. That is it for the images I have to share with you. Some gorgeous images and popular artists this week. I do think we'll might see a sellout or two based on the artists and the images that were shown. All of the images I spoke about will be releasing tomorrow, which is Saturday, October 5th. Usual times, which is 9:30 a.m. Pacific, 10:30 a.m. Mountain, 11:30 a.m. Central, or 12:30 p.m. Eastern. If you are part of the Diamond and Ruby Rewards tier, you do get 30 minutes early access. So at the top of the hour, all you have to do is sign into your Diamond Art Club account, and you will have access to those VIP releases. Sometimes paintings can sell out in VIP release, and if that does happen, don't fret. Diamond Art Club does hold back stock, and they will do another restock at the half an hour, but often they do go even faster. So be prepared to purchase them there if you did miss it in VIP. And then if you miss it altogether, restocks usually take 3 to 6 months. Depends how popular an image is and also what else they have up the pipeline and what their kind of printing schedule is like. But 3 to 6 months is a usual guide given. Sometimes they do have some canceled orders or they find extra kits. So there might be like you might get an email notification in a day or two. If that happens, that's why it's a canceled kit or they found an extra kit in their stash or their stock, and it'll go very quickly. So if you do see that email, just purchase it very fast if it's something you want. I don't think there are going to be any sneak peeks this week. When they did provide me the information for the week, they still didn't have any sneak peekers listed. So I'm not sure if they've sent any of these images out this week or not. If they did, they would be first looks. And watch out for the usual Diamond Art Club sneak peekers channels to see that. Sometimes I will try and remember to come back and put the first looks in the roundup video description, if I remember, that is. Let me know down below which diamond paintings you are going to be picking up or which ones you are going to be adding to your wish list. Also, let me know how you are doing. As I said at the beginning, I am recovering well from surgery, and I'll have an update for you guys on Monday. If you made it to the end of this video, leave me a little diamond emoji. And if you are new here and you haven't yet subscribed, I would absolutely love to have you. All you have to do is hit that subscribe button. It's absolutely free to do so. You can also click the notification bell to be notified when I post new videos. I also have channel memberships open. If that's something that interests you, you can find the link in the video description down below. Otherwise, that's it for this video. I hope you guys have a great time shopping tomorrow, and I will talk to you guys next week. Bye!